All right, so today we're checking out a new group that just debuted, I'm pretty sure, called Unchild. So I don't know much about this group, just know that they're under High Up Entertainment. I think that's the same entertainment that Stacy is under. So, wanted to definitely check them out, see what they got going on. So yeah, let's get into this first track called Unchild.
We are Unchild.
Okay. So I am familiar with one of the members, Yeon, right there, because she was in Island 2, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, I don't know really much about the other members. Stuff like that. Interesting sound. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice like echo on that. I like her voice. Nice. Gotta let this guitar somewhere. Little build up right here. Ooh. Love how that sound felt out right there. That was nice. Ooh. Okay. Nice sound to drop with it. I like, that little whole thing. I like the held out that as well that she did right there. That was nice. She sounded right there. So. Yeah. Just that and that little like kind of synth thing that came in. That was nice. Okay, I like that as the hook right there. That was nice. I like how they did that. Go on that. The light and then going into that little slow thing on that. Yeah, very interesting sound they're using with the synth on the instrumental. There's a nice harmony on that. Okay. I like this part a lot right here. The sound of this whole kind of bit of thing going on. And the sound they bring in, that feels up. That was nice right there. I like the look of that. I like it on this video. It's a really nice, a lot of nice colors, stuff like that going. It's kind of like neon thing. Love how they did the percussion on this part as well. I could definitely hear this being like performing like a live band and stuff like that. Oh, that was nice. I like the delivery on his lines. Oh. Oh, okay, that was nice. The drop down. Turn over. Oh, I like how, she kind of like stopped right there. Then they joined into that. And right there. 1 by 1 and then go down. That was cool. And now I'm going up like that. Oh, nice. All right. Then like following with that and then going around. Like how that went with that sound as well. I like the way they did the editing right there. Go with that as well. The cutting. I like the delivery of that line. Kind of like starting higher with that. Oh, nice. A little chopping they did of that. And then going into the guitar. Very nice. Oh, had a job. Nice. Very nice. These random frogs, what the frick? So there's how many of them? There's 6 of them. Okay. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. And there's, what is that? Is that 6 frogs right there? So that's supposed to be them? Okay. I think that was their names. Real quick, let's go over that. Yeah. Okay, so Yeon, like I said, no of Yeon. Hiki, Tina, Ako, Evon, and Han. I'm gonna check the Hangul later to see if I'm, kind of pronouncing those right. But yeah. All right, got a little. Okay. she just came out and just started dancing. I guess because she's like happy with the taste of the, Yeah. So it's like the thing, experience the out of body moment mid sandwich. Just a bunch of random bananas in the back. Okay, interesting. 100%. Okay, I would say this is very entertaining right here. Nice kind of, sound for a little debut right here. I don't know if this is, establishes a specific sound they're going to go for, but it was, pretty nice for this right here. I do like the energy that they had on this. I do like this sound of the way they use the guitar on this and that beat, how like how everything fills out, especially like I said in that pre-chorus section. I was really like how that was going, the whole build up and fill out sound of that. Really like the whole, of course, thing of the hook being the "we are unchild," how they say that, they say it differently each time as well, so that's very interesting. It's a pretty catchy thing, kind of like putting your name out there type thing. I like that. Like I said, I love how they did this video. The video is very entertaining, all the colors and stuff like that. I do notice that they all have like very different kind of hair colors as well, like how they did the just the whole kind of performance sections and stuff like that. And just the editing on this one was really nicely done on certain sections. I was really liking that. Love the sections, of course, where it would go into that build up and then it had the flashing lights and it would go crazy and stuff like that. Like it was really nice, kind of adding to the energy of the song and stuff like that, pairing really nice with that. Like I said, I do think this will sound really nice with like a live band. You feel me? Especially with the different sounds that they were using in the instrumental. So that'll be very interesting to, see what they do with that in terms of performance and stuff like that and see the full choreo, because the choreo was looking nice towards the end right there. I was liking how they were doing that. I would say nobody really stood out too much to me, right? Just based off of first kind of like, I guess like watch. But I would say, all of them had pretty interesting parts on this one just in general. If anything, maybe the girls at the beginning, what they were singing, the melodies that they were singing, I was liking how they were sounding, like vocal wise, like in tone, like her. Okay, she sounded on this, and especially this girl right here. Really like how she sounded. That was nice. Yeah. Yeah, but they all pretty nice kind of, singing tones. So I was liking how they sound on that just in general. I would say song-wise, overall, not a song I would listen to that much. If it came on, you feel me, I could definitely bop my head to it and stuff like that. But just probably not a song I would listen to that much overall. But regardless, they did release another song with this. So I actually wanted to also check that out, see if I like that one any better. All right, so this next song is called Energy. Okay. I got a beat going down. Oh, that's percussion right there. Well, that splice as well is interesting. I like that kind of back and forth with the different vocal right there. I was like one more forward and back over there right there. Okay, like that pattern right there. Nice light vocals on that. Oh, I like that sound right there. Oh, okay. I like the melody to sing right there. Very low kind of thing. That's nice sound right there. Okay. Oh, I like that sound coming right there. There's the hook right there. Oh, more empty right here. Oh, interesting bass right there. What is that voice thing? Okay. Interesting delivery right here. Are they using like water droplet sounds with it? Yeah, the production is really interesting. The different sounds they're using on this. Really like the sound of this part. A little rising thing on that. Okay. Like the school bell. This overall, back and forth flow right here is very catchy. I would say. I do like the beat they bring it right here at the second time to repeat that. Yeah. I sound with that. Oh, the chorus is going on now. Just a nice melody they have right here, kind of icon. Nice. Okay. Yeah, very interesting song. Very short right there. But I did like this sound better, the way they did this one than Unchild. Unchild was very entertaining as well, but just in terms of like the sound and the production, I think I would, I definitely enjoyed this one a little more. I feel like I probably would listen to this one a little more often. So very, solid B-side right here. Very interesting. This is just, 2 songs though, so I'm still interested to hear more by them, just to, I guess, hear more and see more what they can do and stuff like that. I'm watching performance. I did see that they seemed like they had a performance for both of these songs, so I'm gonna try to watch a performance for both of these and see what they can do dance wise and all that, performance wise, see how they do and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty intrigued by Unchild today. I'm gonna go and look at their names and faces and all that and try to learn all of that. But yeah, for right now, I'm definitely more excited just to see what else they're gonna put out. So when they do put out more music, I definitely will be checking that out. But yeah, 100%. Tell me what you guys thought about Unchild's debut today. What did you like? What did you not like? Tell me which song was your favorite. Definitely would like to hear your opinion. But yeah, 100%. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.